We all got a chicken duck woman thing waiting for us. Oh, I've got all the Star Wars bad lip reading songs stuck in my head, just in a loop, and it's driving me insane. Hello, hello, and today we're going to be discussing another new release. It's the third instalment of the Netflix film series To All the Boys. I was aware of the films, but I just avoided watching them for so long because it just wasn't my thing. I didn't think that I was going to like them, and I was like, ugh, I'm not sitting through that girly rubbish, as I like to call it. But I saw that the new one was coming out and thought I should probably review that. So let's just watch all of them, give them a chance. Probably won't like it, but I loved them. This is not my kind of film at all, but I keep loving these silly little teenage rom-coms. I was the same with Kissing Booth, and I loved that as well. And I was fully against fancying Noah Centineo. Everybody loved him, and I was like, let's just say I'm on board, but you're not going to get my favourite performances about him unless he stops playing a teenage heartthrob character type thing. I'm not fully convinced yet, but I'm easily swayed. The cast were all from films that I really love, like Jade from Bratz the movie. I think she's called Janelle Parrish as her older sister. Her younger sister was the same actor as Dizzy from Descendants 2 and 3, and we've been over how much I love Descendants. And their dad was played by Ian from My Big Fat Greek Wedding. Ian! That's the only comparisons I have for those people because I haven't seen them in anything else. So they are Jade, Dizzy, and Ian for me. But I loved them in this, so it was all good. I love the chemistry between Lara Jean and Peter. They feel very convincing as a couple. And you can see the friendship that Lana and Noah have in real life come through to their characters more and more in each one. They have a great connection, and it meant that in this third one, it became very emotional when they were having these disagreements. And Lara Jean in the third one has to make some really big life-changing decisions. And I was so invested after binging the other two before it. I was like, I need this to work out okay. I was all right with the other two. There was nothing really that put me off them or just put me on edge. But in the third one, there were a lot of moments where she was making big decisions for her future based on her current relationship and this silly boy. I don't know, I just went a bit mumsy, thinking this is not a good example to be setting for young girls. That's how you know you've got old, when you start watching things like this. And it's no, think of the children. I would have been very different about it if they'd left it how it was going. I was ready to be mad about it, but then they did redeem it and make it okay. I think all three are really good films for early teens and up, really, if that's your thing. There's some references to adult activities, we'll say. It's talked about a little bit, very barely. Nothing too graphic. Anything that's shown isn't that bad that you wouldn't be able to show a 12-year-old. I don't know. I'm not a parent, so I can't really make that decision. But I feel like it would be alright. The films are quite uplifting and they're really cute. I feel like you can't really go too deep into these films because they are a bit of fun. If the ending was different, I would be going a bit deeper. But I think it was alright. I enjoyed it. I say it's uplifting. I did cry a few times. But not because anything too sad or too happy happens. I think it just caught me on the wrong night. And I was like, why am I crying? What is happening? So yeah, overall, I think they're pretty good films. They won me over. I think there are some good life lessons in it as well for how to make decisions or how to deal with certain situations. Sometimes the lesson is do exactly the opposite of what she's doing at that moment in time. But, that's a conversation you can have with your own kids. So yeah, if you haven't seen them already, go check out all three To All the Boys films on Netflix. Thanks for watching. Give it a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you want more of this. But as always, stay safe and look after yourselves. Bye.